Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we're looking at something pretty cool. Might look like a normal He-Man figure, but this is actually something a little different. Before we get started on the figure and everything, I just want to take a quick look at the box. And when I take it out of the box, then we'll do the reveal and everything. So, as you can see, we've got a pretty cool picture here. Now this figure did come from the Mattel Creations website, so this wasn't bought through the store. Take a really cool picture of this art here. Just an empty box or brown box there. Got another picture here, really cool looking He-Man. And on the top, we have the Masters logo there. Okay. And then here on the bottom, we have the UPC code and all the legal stuff. So we'll go ahead and I'm going to open this up. So this is going to be a pretty cool figure. For those of you who don't know what this is, it's going to be pretty cool. Okay, I'll move the shipper out. So here is our figure. I know you're thinking, what in the heck is that? So let me explain. This is He-Skeletor, the most powerful Keldor in the multiverse. So a few years ago there was a comic book that was put out, and it was done by an artist named Tim Seeley, one of my personal favorite comic artists. But they did a comic through DC Comics called Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Multiverse. So that story was about the multiverse that exists within the Masters of the Universe. The character Anti-Eternia He-Man, which I've done a review on before, he was the prominent villain in that comic book art. So if you've got He-Man being the bad guy, then of course you're going to have Skeletor being the good guy. So this is when Keldor gains the power to become He-Man. So it's kind of out there, but it's a really good story. I highly recommend the comics. Definitely really good, story and everything. But I just want to take, a quick look at this before we open them up and check out the figure. So like I said, this did come from Mattel Creations. It was about $18. So that's not too bad. It's a little higher than some retail, but it's right around the same price point. But, new for 23. He-Skeletor, the most powerful Keldor in the universe. And we'll take a look at the back. So the back is a little different from the standard figure. I'll see if I can get the glare. There we go. So we do have our Keldor, and we do have our Panther wearing Battle Cat armor. And of course, these are the different mirrors to all the different universes. So pretty cool. And on the back, you can kind of see the comic. It's called Crisis at the Multicore. He does have a shield, the power sword, and the axe, power axe. So really cool figure. Really excited to kind of get into it. But we are going to open them up and check out all of the articulation, weapons, accessories, things like that. So stay tuned. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and open up our He-Skeletor. Okay, so we'll take a quick look at the comic that comes with it. So it is titled Crisis at the Multicore. I'll just do a quick flip. So it does seem to have a lot of prominence from the Masters of the Multiverse. It is really interesting, which I'll sit down and read that later, because I did read the whole comic series that they did. All right, we've got our figure here, so we don't have any ties. No, let's stand corrected. We do have some ties on the arms, not on the legs, so just here on the arms. So pull those out real quick. There we go. And lower the camera. Our He-Skeletor out. And of course, we have our power shield, our axe, and our power sword. So I'll set that to the side and look at our figure here. So this is our He-Skeletor. Now this is the standard origin size, the 5.5 size. There's our He-Skeletor, and he does have gold and purple. Almost kind of like a faker, but a little different. So the stamp on the back does say, see if I can get it to show up. I don't even know if it is or not. It does say 2020 on the back of the body, so it's not a new body. They're just using the same mold for He-Man. Articulation's your standard Origins figure. The head is on the ball joint, the arms move pretty good, articulation, elbows, hands, they're on a rocker, waist turns, legs are on a ball joint, knees, pretty good. Right here at the top of the boot we have a swivel, and then with the foot we've got the back and forth and left to right, so pretty good rocker on that. It's just your standard Masters of the Universe Origins articulation, so nothing fancy. Paint app, looking at the hair, looks really good. You would expect to see some, a little bit of black somewhere on it, but it's really clean. I don't see any problems there. So the shield is purple and gold. And it's got the standard grip and thing there. So you can put the fingers in there, and it kind of latches onto the buckler or right behind the buckler. So I do see a little bit of paint, gold paint there. Hard to see. There's a little bit of gold paint right there on the arm. Not too bad. But let me get my lights to kind of work here. So, yeah, the fingers kind of fit in there. That kind of sits there. Give it a bend. And we do have our power sword. So there we go with the purple power sword. And we can put the power sword in the back here, just like that. And then we can have him use his axe there, just like that. Pretty good. And of course, as I said in my regular He-Man video, you can actually take the shield and just fit it over that hole there and stick the power sword in there like that. So you can do something like that if you don't want him to have his shield, but you want him to have his power axe. So get him to stand. So there is our He-Skeletor, the most powerful Keldor in the universe. So pretty cool. I like it. It's a nice little nod to some of the stuff that's outside of the mainstream storyline. I like how Mattel Creations is doing it so it kind of caters to the collector more than it does to the kids. Because honestly, if this figure was put in the store, it might just be a shelf warmer. You know, just because the majority of people probably wouldn't buy it, not knowing what it is. But I do like that Mattel Creations is kind of diving into some of the, you know, outside the mainstream characters and stuff. So that's really cool. I want to dig out my regular He-Man and kind of do a little quick comparison. So stay tuned real quick for that. Okay, so just real quick, we have our regular He-Man here. Let's take the weapons off real quick. So we've got our regular He-Man and our He-Skeletor. Just kind of side by side. So pretty cool. Just a little comparison, just to see the two of them together. So it's really cool. Yeah, really like it. Cool addition to the collection. If you guys like my videos, you know, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Check out my other, you know, Masters Universe figure reviews. I have a lot of Origins, some of the Masterverse. But yeah, check out my other videos. Stay tuned for some great stuff to come, and we'll see you again soon.